Here is RouteContext.com, a self-hosted commercial routing system for planning, tracking, and mapping heavy freight routes. It conflates live weather, FDOT and national roadway characteristics, and route timing onto a linear referencing spine, now served by Aconus Valhalla extract for truck restriction costing, for operations, planning, and IFTA mileage. This application has 3 different chatbots, each catered to the page that it serves: operations, planner, and accounting. So here we see that operations can answer questions about weather, we can answer questions about rate. We have a movable national map here that loads various layers. So we have weather overlays, we have EV fast charging, we also have toll stations, and we can deselect those as well. And you'll see as we move the map, our regional weather box does update. We have some information on flags on our routes up here. So Little Rock to Crittenden County has adverse weather on 21 legs, 42 to 62. So a very granular level of the weather that's included. I also have these located down here for each route. And you'll see that these routes have their mileage, and that mileage relates over to accounting. So here we can see every route that we run and where in each state it has certain mileage amounts. And then for over here for our electricity vehicles, we see a total miles per state for each state that we traveled in for that or each jurisdiction we went through for that tax period. Here we're from 7:01 to 9:30. And additionally, we can compile our own personal information and company information. We can compile our state mileage. We can compile the jurisdiction's tax rates that are pulled in via API. And then we can also balance our driver rate per hour and per hours driven. Our energy rate, our routes currently are all electric routes, so we don't have anything there. However, for diesel or gasoline, there would be an energy rate associated with a miles per gallon for that particular vehicle. Additionally, whenever we schedule a route, we enter in a lot of different information, and we can save that route in saved routes at the top. So here I have St. Pete to Orlando saved, and if we load that up, now we have our latitude, longitude here. We can choose our vehicle. I'll load Truck Trailer 01, which is a diesel vehicle with 6.3 miles to the gallon. We'll pick M. Taylor, and again, we'll say that we paid $13 in tolls on this whole. We'll add a fill up for diesel for, let's say, 80 gallons at $3.99 a gallon, and we'll add that fill up and keep that. And additionally, we see our route here. We'll see different weather polls it has for different times per that route. So you see that we have 8:26 at 11:45 p.m. and you'll see that certain points will be associated with that. Others are our stations that are already preloaded. However, we can pick a different route here. So if I was going to say from Orlando to Ocala. Actually, I'll pick something further out. So we can pick Panama. No, we'll go to Mobile. Alright, now we can pre-plan that route. And see here we have this route through Orlando that might contain tolls, so we can hit avoid tolls. It'll print a new route. And we avoid tolls. So you see this changed a little bit. And then you'll see more clearly here, this is our forecast along the route for the 27th at 6 a.m., and then at 7 a.m., and then here at 8 a.m. And then on the accounting page here, we have our Schedule 1 PDF download that we can download. And here we see our values input here, as well as Here we go. Here's our miles, 2414. And see here now these have loaded. We can see our miles per jurisdiction per state, as well as tax paid. Now this was all for electric vehicles, so we don't have any tax paid there for right now. All right, and that is an overview of Route Context, what it is capable of, what it's meant to do, and have a great day.